First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They run again with Jackson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard, 42 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Escapes the defender. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention that they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here we go.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 57 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. They'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Fields on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And some room to maneuver. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Fields. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Fields on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
The score, Lions 21, Eagles 14.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And taken right on the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here we go.
Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The Lions at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
You got a mini base. Why not?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. A little short pass here taken in by LaPorta. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it?
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Haason Reddick. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Fields now to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jalen Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. Well, that's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got him in, it's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 33 yards that time. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range. And he's got a man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Second down, here's Hurts. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Through the middle of the field. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football,
has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was expected. He's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Jackson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The kick by Elliott is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off play action, Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
No muss, no muss. Go.
Play action. It's Fields rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
3rd and 5.
Hey, Monday.
Back to throw. Fields. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
But first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. It was a quick throw to Higgins out wide. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Lions will add to their fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Hurts to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Eagles. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Angel. Go.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another run for Gibbs here. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Hurts. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Head off to Gibbs, headed right here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got him in. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 49. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
They're on 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
All eyes on Fields. It's complete to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Dancing to his left. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside play.
And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go. Start.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession